lot of these videos for the last couple days of this year were going to be about that, and then some videos looking forward. So, yeah, let's just start right in here. This is a list of all the WWE releases, quit, left. I think this is everybody. Honestly, it's been such a long year that I haven't actually put too much into it. I feel like it's missing Shelton Benjamin. I feel like that's what this list is missing. It's the only person I can actively think of. The MVP. Yeah, looks like Shelton Benjamin's missing from this list. I guess I'm going to go through it. But other than that, I think this is the thing. So, yeah, you see the list. S tier being the one we need back, and the bottom F tier or whatever is I'm glad they're gone. I'm pretty sure this first person's Kevin Dunn, the one that did the music and all that. And it feels like it's done 8 million times better since this happened. So thank God they're done. Done. Yeah, whatever. That connection worked as random one punt. Wow. I'm having a stroke. Please comment that. I really don't know. Next up is another person I'm not really sure. I honestly I guess if that's a bad man if you don't know the person. What's that maybe for the best? Kind of looks like. I'm trying to think. I've maybe seen this somebody else somewhere else. I don't know. I'm not sure. Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix is an interesting one because she wasn't really being used currently. I just realized Edge is also not on this list. And look at this list because they definitely missed some people. So Beth Phoenix. They weren't really using her. I don't know if they're using her backstage, so maybe it was for the best. I mean, I wish she had a contract, so maybe it's like a Legends contract or something that would work, but with Edge not being there, her husband kind of seems pointless. This is another guy I'm pretty sure from NXT. I think he was just in that first wave, a couple waves of releasing. I'm not going to be happy, but maybe it's for the best. I don't honestly remember him. Then the first big name, Bobby Lashley. I honestly feel like this was one of those ones that it was kind of a mutual parting to work out for both of them, because the WWE obviously wasn't using them to his fullest. He was trying to get them over with the Street Profits, but I think everybody just kind of saw him weighing them down, and the Street Profits not really needing Bobby Lashley. It's not like that Lashley was bad. It was just he's not needed in that situation. I don't think they really know what to do. I personally like Bobby Lashley. I'll put him in the A tier. He will be missed, but I do honestly think that him going over to AEW is a better thing. And when we go here, I will also put Shelton Benjamin in the same spot because he doesn't have a marker down here. But I feel like he's another one because I personally like Shelton Benjamin. I think he had a lot left in his tank that I wish he would have stayed. So he'll definitely be missed. I don't think it would be good for him to stay in the WWE because he wasn't doing anything there. So it's probably better for him in the long run to do something like that because he's gotten way more screen time over there. And hopefully he'll get a better one. Next up is Cameron Grimes. I never really watched him in NXT. I hadn't been watching NXT at that time when he was a really big deal. I think in 2022. So when he came up to the main roster, I didn't really have any, I just didn't care, and obviously, I think a lot of people also didn't care. He scored that good win over Baron Corbin, and then ended up sending him to NXT and actually putting Baron Corbin on a really cool storyline. Really cool. I liked it. So honestly, I'm just gonna say this is maybe for the best. I mean, I don't honestly think WWE was gonna use him. I think that whatever way that they had him, it just didn't work out there, and now we know. This one is Gable Stevenson. I can't remember which one's which. I always get those guys confused. But I'm gonna put in both of them. I just, I think it's for the best. I'm gonna put both in the same category to me. Storyline wise, they down in NXT and stuff like that. It just didn't really work out for either one of them. Next up is Tegan Knox. Tegan Knox is one of those I personally really like Tegan Knox, so I will put her in Will Be Missed. I don't think she was really everybody's favorite wrestler. I think if she would have stayed healthy a lot longer and had more screen time, I think she could have been a little bit better. And she would be perfect as in this mid card women's title top conversation. She would have been a perfect person to have that. But yeah, she's not there, and I haven't seen her pop up anywhere else, so I might look that up after this video. Dijak. I mean, I really like Dijak. He did really good in NXT. He was having all these good matches. When they brought him to the main roster, I knew there was going to be some trouble trying to get him over at least hey, we got to translate this and show this over here. But I really didn't expect them to just kind of pull the plug on it. And yeah, I mean, I desperately would want him back if they could actually just let him go out there and wrestle. I feel like Dijak is one of those guys that he's just so good that he just needs that time to go out there and maybe give him a manager if you really think he's bad on the mic, which I actually honestly don't think he's bad on the mic. And I just don't see why it didn't work out here. And I've seen a lot of the independent stuff he's doing. He's doing amazing out there. But I mean, I still would want him to come back. Next up is Indy Hartwell. That's another one. I really do. I really like Indy, and I feel like she had this certain ability that when she was on NXT, she was extremely over, and when she went to the main roster, there was kind of a struggle. And I really just wish they could give her a little bit more time. Because I feel like Candice LeRae is really coming into her own thing, and maybe that wouldn't have worked if Indy Hartwell was also there. But I just kind of wish that they would have given her a little bit more time, or let her at least go out to maybe turn face and then do some stuff. I don't know. I wish there was a little bit more time with Indy, but she's still fairly young, and I can still see there'll be an opportunity that she comes back. But I really do want to see what she does next if she's going to continue wrestling. I know she's doing YouTube right now, but I'm pretty sure she's still down that she's going to be wrestling. Drew Gulak, depending on if he did the things that he got in trouble for, or what they said afterwards, I definitely don't want him back. But so I'm just going to kind of have it gone. I honestly don't think they were using him anyways. If you just go wrestling terms, I actually never really saw him more than just being a backstage type of person. So that was kind of an odd one. Jinder Mahal. This one's a weird one because I've never really liked Jinder Mahal's character. I feel like I've seen interviews with him outside of it. I think he's a pretty decent dude, but I just never liked his whole gimmick and stuff like that, which is not on him. That's clearly what they typecast him as. So I'm kind of happy he's gone, and I'm happy that he's in other promotions doing what he wants and just kind of wrestling for wrestling. And I like that. Kevin Patrick. I never really liked his commentary. Is that Kevin Patrick? Jeez, now I'm doubting myself. I was so confident with saying it. I never liked his commentary, so I'm just gonna say. I don't know if I would say thank God. Maybe. Same thing with Vince McMahon. I mean, all those things that he got accused of, it's just doesn't need to be in wrestling, no matter which way you believe or anything. But I'm not gonna get into it here. So definitely glad he's gone. Got both of them. Why can't the Indus here? I was like, damn, why can't I think of their name? It's been a while. I think it's maybe for the best. I honestly they just seemed like they were doing some stuff when they got released. It's always weird when that happens. They just start getting a mini push and then they release people. Script/Reggie. I'm happy he's gone. I really didn't like his Reggie character at all. I put him in thank God if it was just that. And he tried to change it with the scripts and tried to change it with, was he in the mud? I think he was also working in the mud with that faction, or was that something else that he was working on NXT? I remember when I first started watching NXT, he was involved with some stuff. So I'm kind of glad he's gone. I think he's going to be better off somewhere else because there's just dumb gimmicks they gave him, and obviously they didn't have writing for him, so it's better that he goes somewhere else where he can actually just do some other stuff. I want to say I vaguely remember this guy, but I honestly do not know. I'm going to have to put him in. I guess maybe for the best because I don't know. This was always somebody that I got hit on these tier lists, and I was like, I don't know who this is. I think I've seen 1 or 2 matches with her since then. I'm going to say maybe it's for the best. I honestly don't think there was enough that I could see to say that she should still be on the list, and I honestly don't know if she's doing anything right now. Von Wagner, he had that really nasty No, it's not. Was it Von Wagner that got hit by the steel chair? Not steel chair, just the stairs by Braun Breaker. I don't think that was him. I can't remember. I never saw much in NXT, so I wouldn't really say I miss him or anything. But I'll put him that I guess it's kind of good. I don't really know. He didn't really put an impact on the little time I saw, but maybe there'll be some better stuff out there for him. Next up is Baron Corbin. This is actually somebody that really just had it rough because he reinvented himself going down to NXT. And when he came back up, he tried, but they just really didn't give him any narrative threads. I would say he's going to be missed. I honestly wouldn't want to say I want to bring him back because I still think if they brought him back, there'd be nothing they would do with him. So I feel like it's for the best that he leaves, but not because I don't like him. If that makes any sense. MVP. I mean, he's really, really, really good as a really good manager. I don't really feel like there's much that they could do with him at the moment. He's just kind of a manager for people, and he hasn't been able to stay like that because most of the people that he's been managing, they stopped using. I think overall, I think it's probably for the best for him because they just didn't give him the opportunities and align him with the right people. Next up, we have Odyssey Jones. If you minus the stuff that happened on the outside, he seemed like he was just about to finally get into the WWE and do stuff. And it was part of the New Day storyline. And I think it probably actually ended up, would have been a pretty good storyline. But obviously with outside stuff, I gotta say thank God he's gone because if that stuff is true, then he definitely should never be back in wrestling, let alone the WWE. Ricochet is an interesting case because I like Ricochet a lot. I do not like his mic skills as much, but everything he does in the ring is really good. So that being said, it's I really do think AEW is the place for Ricochet. So I'm gonna put him on. He will be missed. I just don't think. I mean, he could definitely work in WWE, but I think AEW will always be a better shot for him. Next up is Samantha Irvin. I think we need her back. Because she's just really good with the ring announcement. She shows emotion, which makes everything else emotional. I think it's just one of those things. Xia Li, I personally always liked Xia Li. And she got that such a good push right before they released her again with the whole Becky Lynch storyline and kind of being in the background. And I liked that storyline. I'm going to say I'm going to miss Xia Li. I would love for her to come back, especially if this TNA WWE thing continues throughout the year. But the issue is I still don't think they'll have anything for her. So I don't really want her to come back if she can go into TNA and do some better stuff. And then next up is this guy. I do believe I remember him at some point, but I can't put the face of the name. So I'm going to go maybe for the best. And yeah, there's the releasees. I can't remember if there's anybody else that's been released that's kind of major. I know we had Edge leave. I would say we need him back. It's like he left. I don't know if these are all just releases. I think that's maybe what it was. Did all of these guys get released? Is that maybe what I missed up on? But John Benjamin, I think, got released, so they didn't mess that one up. Those are the two that I can think of. Can't think of anybody else. I also did a video on signees. Either this came out before or after, but yeah, just look out for that. And if you're enjoying this content, don't forget to subscribe. We're going to do a lot of stuff in the new year. We got a TW series going right now, and just a lot of other wrestling-oriented stuff. Until next time, this is Mitch Bye, guys.